Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today you are going to see Pancernik in action. You will see a very good session. Whenever I pre-made the videos on the new tanks from the loot boxes, right, I had a very good luck. But don't be tricked, the tank isn't as good as you are going to see now, and as a matter of fact, we rated this vehicle literally yesterday. The tank is 3.5 stars, and the most annoying thing about this vehicle is gun and the speed, okay? This is very important thing to say. It is good for trades, everything is okay, but to get into the position with this tank, it is kind of annoying and it takes quite a bit of time, okay? It is very important thing to say. Where the armor goes, armor-wise, this vehicle is quite okay. 200mm thickness cupola, I mean everyone can penetrate that. Lower plate 180, so it is kind of annoying as well, but where the side scrapping goes and the other stuff, it is actually quite alright, unless you are finding someone that is shooting gold, so then you are getting slapped pretty much everywhere, right? Other than that, tank perfect for trades, and this vehicle can work. And now, without further ado, enjoy extremely good session, because what we made with a Pancernik at this point in time, it was absolutely crazy. It truly was. Let's go. Okay, Berlin standard battle. This is quite a good situation for us, because we can play hold down to pretty nice margin, and in the same time we can trade with enemies, right? This is a positive thing. Let's try to look into the positives. Let's not focus on the negatives. Let's see what we can do from all of this, right? So, all in all, our goal and our mission at this particular point in time. Oh, what a slow ship. Look how this mother trucking tank is turning. And what is the speed of this mother trucking tank as well? I mean, sure, we can expect the super heavy tank, right? We definitely need to highlight that. It is a super heavy. We get it, we understand it, but man, that just doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. Now, baza, we do not really care about the baza too much. Object, we do not really care about the object either. We are taking 3 decades to aim, and we are slapping him for 750 alpha damage. Now, it felt like playing with a 60 DP. I kid you not, fellas. This felt like playing with a 60 DP. And this is where this tank strength is going to be. Very many people will be extremely happy with this tank trading abilities, right? Where the competitiveness goes, I'm not entirely sure about this, but where the strength of this vehicle is, it is alpha damage and it is amount of the armor, fellas. It is alpha damage and amount of the armor. Would you look at that? We are, at this point in time, we are hitting absolutely everything. This Baza 176 is thinking, what is this mother trucking tank? Why am I getting penetrated so easily? And why am I getting destroyed like there is no tomorrow? This is how the things are looking like, fellas. This is how the things are feeling like. Another one, 600 into the face. We are celebrating, we are having the best time ever, and we are just simply trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can in this particular situation, right? Now, we want to get even more involved, because we are not a bunch of pussies. We want to get involved. We want to make a bit of the pressure, and we want to see how we could benefit the most of this situation, right? Meanwhile, Chrysler, we don't even care about the Chrysler. We are just going straight up forward for him, and we want to penetrate him into the lower plate. Keep this in mind that I am playing with a standard equipment as well, right? It is extremely important thing to highlight. Very important, fella. Standard equipment, I repeat. Standard equipment. That being said, trading with this tank, BAM 700 in the face. And even though this VK is looking at us, we do not really care too much about this VK, because he's dead meat at this point in time. And after 6 seconds, we are able to slap for another 700 in the face, or 650 in the face towards this Lorraine, right? Very powerful combination of the things, and this is a scary thing, my friends. This is definitely a scary thing, my friends. It is no bueno, and It is powerful. If this tank would be sold outside of the loot boxes, you know, I would say if you are a big fan of the 60 TP, I have a big fat feeling that you would enjoy this vehicle as well. Now, at this particular point in time, you know, I am fighting with myself, but, you know, to the certain extent, as a reporter in a way, right? I need to be honest with the community and I need to say which tank do I think has potential and which one doesn't. And clearly, you can look at this however you want to. In one game, you are going to be a champion. You are going to feel like a bloody beast. You will say that this is the best thing that could ever happen to you. And in other game, you are going to struggle quite a bit and you are not going to be enjoying yourself so much. But when the things are working fine, when all stars are aligned, you can get the score like this. And to be completely honest with you fellas, I am even disgusted that we are so lucky in this game, because I know that where the videos goes, even with the disclaimers and everything, you folks, you may think, but I really want this tank. But you know, rest is history, everything is up to you, and you have the power, right? You have a power even with a devil sitting on your shoulder and saying, yeah, think about it, think about it, think about it, right? This is how it feels like. Absolutely great game, fellas. There is nothing what I can say about this. We played well and we did the things properly. Standard equipment, by the way. Okay, 6.4 thousand average damage or 6.4 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage, first class, high caliber. We are top by experience, we are top by the damage, we played the game well, we made quite a bit of the credits. Let's continue our journey. Okay, would you look at that? Siegfried Line standard battle, tier 10 matchmaking. At this point in time, we are not going to mess around and we are instantly going to load the gold ammunition, right? It is kind of fair to say that this is going to be a significantly harder game than we had before, and the most important thing, most likely, is that we need to play in this typical heavy position, but having two artists in each team, it can definitely be disgusting and it can be, let's say, not the most enjoyable experience, right? Definitely not the most enjoyable experience. So, what do we want to do? Oh, Błyskawica and E75. Okay, what we want to do, we want to slap the E75. Hopefully we can do that well. Gun treated us very, very nicely. We made E75 to look kind of silly. And E75 is definitely regretting his life choices at this point in time. The next victim for us is going to be this Błyskawica. Actually, we found the grill, it's even better. Although Błyskawica managed to penetrate us straight into the cupola, which is not a big surprise considering that Błyskawica has a very, very good penetration, right? That being said, I would love if we would be able to slap him in the face just like so, but since Grille is making a bad decisions, obviously we are going to take the free damage in this type of situation, because this is literally free damage, right? All I would love to see, I would love to see our clickers clicking towards this direction, right? And hopefully they can stun this Błyskawica. Beautiful, Błyskawica is stunned, that is completely alright, and we punished him for 667 damage. That's great. The standard penetration of this tank is 248, and with a gold it is 310. 310 is being quite a massive penetration in the tier 9. It's not a tier 10 super OP levels or something, but in the same time it's not a bad penetration either. And as you can see, we are making even the tier 10 tanks look relatively silly, right? So it is a powerful mother trucker, fellas. It is a powerful mother trucker. It truly is. Are everyone going to enjoy this tank? This is a different question. You know, I want to emphasize that 60 TP lovers, which I am 60 TP lover, right? They are going to love this tank. If you do not really enjoy the randomness of the 60 TP, there is a big chance that you won't really like this tank either, right? Let's be very, very honest. Although, once again, folks who received this tank, you received this tank, you know, not because you wanted to, but because you got it. So this is the other conversation for the other day, right? This is other conversation for the other day. Meanwhile, all we want to do... Oh my bananas, the gun handling is treating us so well. And this is a standard equipment, fellas. This is a standard equipment. We are blasting the living crap out of the enemies. But once again, good combination of the things. It has very strong alpha damage, right? And tanks with a big alpha damage, they are powerful mother truckers. There is nothing what we can say about it, and there is nothing to deny, you know? If I would say, yeah, this is a big pile of Kaku, I would be Delulu Pro Max. I just simply cannot say that, right? I just simply can't. And I would love to, trust me, I would love to be negative, but you can see that yourself that we are doing the proper diligence at this point in time, right? We are doing the proper diligence and we need to be fair. That being said, there is a Centurion Action 10 sitting here, and there is other Centurion sitting over there. If we are making pressure for this Centurion, we most likely are going to meet the other Centurion, right? And most likely he's going to slap us, but I am willing to take... I am willing to make this type of decision. Then we are instantly loading gold because we can, and we are going to pre-aim properly for the Mr. Tortoise. Unfortunately, we do not have a good enough angle to pre-aim for Tortoise, which is kind of sad bit of the situation, but it is how it is, not much what we can change about that. Now, I hope that our guys will help us to slap the living crap out of them. We are taking our time, we are aiming properly, and we are slapping him for 650. We have another 5,000 damage in this type of situation, right? Ay, fellas. The tank feels very, very good, honestly. The gun of this vehicle feels like it is significantly better than the paper would suggest, right? Is it a first couple of games luck, or am I that good, or is it my day, or something else? It is up for you, right? I am just a bloody messenger in this type of situation. Yeah. Ay, fellas. Probably for a very first time you see me playing well with a tank and being disappointed with myself for playing well, right? I don't really think that... Actually, no, I would not say that it never happened, because before we had some tanks where I said that the tank is pile of Kaku, and in the end of the day, the tank is performing well. This tank, I know it is not a pathetic vehicle, right? I believe this tank is going to end up with a 4 from the initial impressions, right? And I think it is very important thing to highlight. Maybe even 4.5, honestly speaking. Maybe this vehicle would have a chance to be 4.5 tank. Let's try to go for a blind shot like so. You never know whenever you are going to hit shots like this. I think it is important thing to highlight. And now, let's see, maybe we can pinpoint the location from the bloody Arton, right? This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we want to see. Pay attention at this area here. We are waiting until Arta will shoot, and this clicker is sitting right about here. I'm pretty sure he is sitting right there. Plus Vaza is making pressure, so there is a big chance that Vaza would be able to spot him. The question is, do I trust Vaza's spot? Yes, I do. The first and initial pre-aim was definitely correct, right? That was good one. Hip hip hooray, everything is completely fine. And now we are going to go through the middle of the field, and we are going to try to make some pressure here, right? It is very important thing to highlight. Okay, Waffle is sitting over there. It is understandable. There is a big chance that Leo would be sitting in this typical bunker. At least I would definitely not act surprised if that would be the case. And what I would love to see, I would love to spot him myself, right? That's how we would secure great assisting damage, and that's how we could get a bit more use as well. Plus, on top of that, we need to keep in mind that Arta is more likely sitting at the kilo 1, and he's just simply waiting until someone will get spotted and to slap someone for a last time. Or maybe alternatively, this mother trucker is searching for water. Although there is no water on the field, right? Another game, 6,500 damage. Once again, you can see how powerful this vehicle actually is and how the things are looking like. Yeah. Very, very, very... And the gun is truly treating us like we would be the most spoiled mother truckers ever. Sure, we are aiming, sure, in most case scenarios the distance is very, very close. But man, this tank is treating us very, very, very well. I am not making this up. And I played with every and each tank, you know, before making reviews just to figure out the overall taste of the vehicle and what tank has to offer. And this tank is something else. We finished everything with Ace. We got Paskuki medal, we got high caliber, 6,500 damage, 100 assisting damage, 1,300 base experience, first by the damage, first by experience, and we made 63,000 profits because I was shooting quite a bit of the gold. So far, after 2 games, our performance is 6,500 average damage. Okay, last but not least, we have a Mountain Pass standard battle. Now, to say that straight up, I think it's no-brainer for us to go on the field just because it is the literally easiest play that we could do, and in the same time, most likely we are going to get the most use by playing this way. I don't feel like playing at the bridge side is worth it. Playing in the middle sniping with this tank is not an option. Going like this, I am slow and I don't really feel like this is a proper play. So we need to go to a certain extent the easiest line to play with and hope that we are going to have a lot of meatballs our way, right? Let's go for all the tourists in the game and let's continue gaming, right? Okay, we have a Rambo sitting in the back. That is okay. It doesn't bother me. It's completely fine. Whoopsie, 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 whoopsie. We are going for no-aim shot towards that direction. It doesn't really bother us that we missed the shot because, once again, we did not even aim. We were just simply pushing in front like there is no tomorrow. And now the situation is looking quite a bit different. If you would pay attention where we are sitting at, we are sitting in the situation where we can simply punish this cover 4 going through the middle of the field. Meanwhile, Rambo did not manage to punish us for this kind of peek. That's great. And we have a couple of the snipers sitting over there, but good luck penetrating us. It's not going to be pretty and it's not going to be very, very easy. We are going for another 650 in the face, and I can even go here and try to side scrap in this corner. At least that's what I want to believe, right? And we can be even more aggressive towards the enemy forces. Meanwhile, another beautiful angle for the other enemy sitting here, and we are slowly but surely retreating from this position, even though we are getting punished quite heavily by this VK and by this T-28 prototype. I am not being bothered by this, and we are farming the damage left, right and center. Sure, we have lost quite a bit of the hit points. Sure, the situation is not ideal. I am very well aware of how we are sitting over there and how the things are looking like, but nevertheless, the gun is treating us relatively well, and once again, we just simply cannot say that it is a disaster and it is the worst thing that could happen for us, because it's not the case, right? We are just chilling here and we are trying, and we are getting, it's not about about the trying at this point in time. We are getting a lot of use of all of this. Also, Prototype thought he can escape, and he did. Good for the Prototype. That's very nice for him. Honestly, I salute him. Beautiful. And armor of this vehicle is treating us relatively well, and we are not getting punished for this. That is a good situation, right? Meanwhile, we have a Rambo sitting somewhere in the back. We are pre-aiming our shot as good as we physically and possibly can, and we are hitting him for 600 damage in the face, right? That's what we are doing. That's okay. Can't complain. Can we do that again? This is the other question. This is the other question, fellas. Now, the gun is working so bloody well comparing to how the gun is looking like on the paper. I really want to highlight this. The gun is treating us so bloody nice. I needed to talk, right? I needed to talk and I needed to ruin everything. It's okay, not a big deal. We are feeling completely fine, and I'm glad that we are having a game like this. We are, unfortunately, the situation, or I supposed to say fortunately, that situation isn't the finest. I could have held my shot, but I made a decision not to. I just went for it because, you know, why the heck not? It's some sort of YOLO in a way. And maybe here we can get a good angle to punish this gentleman in this situation, right? Can we get a decent enough angle? I don't really think so. Yeah, it's a game over. Good we had a game like this, so not everything is... we are not all the time lucky, right? Okay, so the last score is 3,200 damage. Definitely not the worst game. Even though we are in the middle by experience, we are first by the damage. We got ourselves minus 15,000 credits. That's understandable because I was spamming the full gold. And all in all, our performance with this tank is 5,400 damage and a bit of assisting damage. Crazy session. I don't really think that this tank is that good. And if I would be playing 3 more games, the score would substantially drop down, right? But this is what we have and this is what we crafted, and we just had a lucky session. This tank most likely is going to be rated 4 in the index page, at least initial impressions, right? That being said, thank you very much for bearing with me, thank you very much for understanding, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.